Hello everyone. Sorry it's been a little while. I've had a lot going on, but all seems to be relatively calm at the moment, so what better time to hop back on Truck Simulator and say hello to all of you beautiful people. Hopefully there's a few of you that are able to join in. I'm also wanting to wear my beautiful fluffy rat, but I have only just recently cleaned him. He is very fluffy, and he will not remain fluffy for long, so at the moment I'm very cautious of wearing him. He's such an annoying little rat to clean, but he's worth it. Hello, Robert Gardner. Hello. So yes, I also don't have my laptop set up, which is a bit foolish of me, so I can only read the comments on the screen at the moment, so I'm just going to pull up my phone into the YouTube and have a look at there. I am doing marvelously well. My day has only just begun. And yeah, things have been really good. Busy, and I can't cope with busy that well anymore. My days need to be much more relaxed than they used to be. But that's okay. It's an okay problem to have. Yeah. How is your day going? What time is it for you at the moment, Robert? I'm just trying to pull up. Here we go. Live. So we'll tell this that we want advanced resolution 144p because I don't need good resolution on meine Telefonen. 7:45 p.m. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Chat filter. Top messages. No, I want all messages, please. Okay. Brilliant. Look at that. We are all ready to go. That is marvelous. Okay, so we're back in the bus, as you can see. Just gonna swap back to the bus here. All right. Now, I have been contemplating getting a bus this size because I've been more and more observing what is around so far as things that can be purchased. Yes. And I was looking at it thinking, if I want a small bus, for example, a Toyota Coaster, that will be about $25,000. If I want a bus, that will be $7,000. And then what comes with that is obviously your maintenance costs. You know, am I going to be able to do things like oil changes on my own, sort of thing? And it's like, well, one will take me longer to get. Obviously, the goal is I'm going to save up. I'm going to continue saving until I'm no longer able to live where I am, and then I'll go out and buy something. And I've been thinking maybe I get myself something as large as this. Maybe not. Well, probably this large, right? A bus this size in Australia will cost you like $8,000 or $7,000, $10,000. And a bus that is half the size of this will cost you $25,000. And it's just because no one is going to buy this, right? It's how it goes. You know, these are once you're done with your bus company, you know, that's it. And only people who are going to attempt to start their own bus company on cheap are going to buy one. So, yeah, I've got a few concerns with it, of course. One concern is the fact that a lot of these are on air suspension. So I don't know what that will mean so far as longevity is concerned. I don't know if I'm going to have something that's just going to deflate itself and all of a sudden, oh good, yes, my bus is dead. I don't think that's going to be how it goes, as far as I can tell. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. Then there's also more room for my things, you know. So that's another good little takeaway from that, because I do currently have a lot of stuff. I had a few people tell me, oh, you know, there's the concern of, yes, it's going to use more petrol, more diesel than a smaller bus. And correct. How often am I going to be moving it? Is the next question. So, if I'm not going to be moving it all that much, you would think that for the most part, then that would be fine. You know, my rent price is essentially, my rent price will be what it costs per year to register it and what it costs to keep it running. And so the thing is that rent in this country is about 18,000, sometimes 16, more often than not 18. Then you've got, you know, water, electricity, all that stuff on top of that. And it's kind of like, well, no, it won't let me in there. Why has it got the little pictorial thing if I'm not allowed to go in there? It's a bit stupid. Sorry, don't mind the very sketchy driving here, please. Are you going to stop? Are you going to stop? You are not. Okay. I will not be doing this when I have a bus. Really need to put that out there. This is that is not going to happen. Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, so about 18 grand. So that's my budget, right? My rent needs to be below $18,000 in order for this to be viable. Otherwise, what the hell am I doing? You know, I may as well, yeah, be living somewhere where that's just it. So one of the fears of entering the rental market here is the fact that after all of that, you have now no money for, you know, you've got enough money for food, and that's it. You know, that's eating every second day, or at least, you know, a cheap meal once a day. So one of my considerations are registration for a bus. I think might be $1,500 a year. Diesel's quite expensive here, I will admit, but again, you know, are you driving it every day? No, you're not. You're going to find somewhere that's good and you're going to set up camp there and be there as long as you can. Basically, every time you move the bus is going to be, I'm going to say, between $50 to $100 worth of diesel. So with that in mind, so 50 to 100 diesel moving, what, once? That's a good point. We're going to move our bus once a week, and it's going to cost us $100 in diesel. There's 52 weeks in a year, so that's $5,200. Done. Easy maths. Okay. Very good. So, $5,200 in dieseline. And $1,000 or $1,500 to keep the bus registered. I'm going to say it's $1,000 to get the bus serviced every year. So So yeah, I think that seems about right. So I guess really at that rate, what that's telling me is that my rent, should be looking to be about. So let's calculate this. Where's my calculator? There's a button called Cal on this. If I press that, brings up a calculator. Oh, this is good. Thank you to my friend Mr. Niku for the keyboard. It's pretty good. Okay, I don't want to program this keyboard. I want... Oh, whatever. I'm sure this is fine. Okay, so saying 5,200, 6,000. I'm going to say $7,000 as rent for the bus. So 7,000 divided by divided by 52 would do weekly rent equals 134 times 2. So, here we go. My rent, including the ability to move my home wherever I wish, is going to be about $270 a week, which could be lower. Could be lower. I could get that lower. Sometimes it might be $300 a week. Sometimes it might be $150 a week. A fortnight. Sorry. Because 268. I currently get 1,020 a fortnight. So that's $750 minus food, minus water, minus petrol for a generator, because I'm going to need a generator potentially, just worst case emergency sort of thing. Just yoink it out and you're good. So I think that is more than reasonable. I reckon I could get a big buzz. That'd be pretty cool. So that's not bad. So 752. So I'll do. Alright, so every month 1,500 minus minus 100 for Telstra bills. Gee, it's not looking bad. Minus 50 for other things. Yeah, that could work. That could work very well. Awesome. And then here's the other thing too, is this is excluding any money I get from busking. So that's kind of exciting as well, because busking's actually been really good. The people of Castlemaine love the fox. They think he is very cute, which is good because I think he's very cute as well. So, yeah, I think that that makes a lot of sense to go for a large bus, because the bus will cost less money at the start. That will mean I will have more money to spend on decking it out and making it mine. One caveat. I am going to need to go for my heavy rigid license. Or is it medium rigid license? It's one of the two. Basically, it's, the one that allows you to drive a bus. So, yes. I'll need to look into that. Whoa. Very well. How exciting. I'm going to get a big bus. It would be nice to learn how to maintain said large bus, but I'm sure I will in due course. I don't see it being that big of a deal. You know, it's just everything's larger. In fact, if anything, you would think that because it's larger and because you can get your hands around everything, it should actually be easier to maintain, shouldn't it? Hello, Bimsmark. I am. Yes. I do need to pick better times when everyone is all awake. So I will do that in due course. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen in due time. And I do really need to stream in the fluffy animal. That must happen. Oh, and again, right, the other thing that I'd mentioned in the past as well is the it's 2 a.m. I have school in about 4 hours. Yeah, the joys. I do not miss being your age. Oh man, it was terrible. Mind you, like really, when the thing is, Bim's Mark, is when you get older, school replaces itself with work. So really, it's kind of the same thing. Just a slightly different flavor. So, alright. Let's fill up this giant chungus. What are you doing following me, buddy? Oh, I really stuffed that. What is this? Can we actually... Oh, the filler cap's on the other side. Alright. Let's fix that. We can't go filling up our bus from the wrong side. All right. Engine off. Oh, that's so expensive. So, 400. Yeah, that's sad. That's gonna be so expensive. Good luck to me. However, my bus isn't going to be full of people, and it's also going to be mostly highway driving anyway, you know, so there's a few differences here, right? It's not exactly a direct comparison. Hello, Bosco. Hello. So yeah, I think that's, I think that is reasonable enough. How come the little console thingo is not coming up? What button's for console again? I thought it was the tilde key. It's shift tilde. I wonder why. That's a little bit odd. Anyway, no matter. We wish for it to be morning time. Good luck to everyone's eyes. And non-simple parking for the Bidobel. What was that? Alright. Now, I actually need to make that clear as well. Even if I get a big bus, I am still going to call it a toaster. Because it really is just a large toaster. It just looks like a big toaster. So, yeah, that'll be its name. The wheels on the truck go round and round. They do. They do. They sure do. So I've sold a few additional things. I almost sold a guitar, but the person was a rightful cockhead. So they just no. I have principles, you know, and if you go against those, it's no deal from me. No deal at all. Now, in this country, this is how you would operate a room to boot. And more often than not in this game, people will smack into the side of you. Yes. How are you doing? Adonis, how are you doing? I've just been talking about my bus, the one that I'm yet to purchase, and again as well an annoying reminder. So my apologies for this, but I have to state for the fact I do need to buy a bus. It needs to happen because I need to have a home and I need to be the owner of that home and have an ability to decide where home is. So please, 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 for anyone who has $5, $10, whatever, every little bit counts. And yeah, any donations are greatly appreciated because I need to have a home. At your purchase. Yes, so yeah, basically, well, let me go through. It does. Oh, good. Yeah, basically, I'm needing to get this this big old-fashioned toaster, like what I'm driving now. How many am I at, Bims Mark? So yeah, I need to gee, which button is it? Is it that one? No, is it that one? No. Wait a second. Is it that one? It's that one. So I need to get something like this. And I'm going to rip out all of the seats, turn it into a home. Wonder how big of a loaf of bread you'd need for a toaster that big. An absurdly large piece of bread. Oh yes, and it also must be a manual. Yeah. No autos allowed. Auto transmissions scare me, and I do not want to have to pay for the replacement of one, because damn hell are they expensive or what? Yeah, toast would actually be pretty good right about now. Am I going to hit that? Oh, almost. This bus is a slightly worse turning circle compared to an actual bus. So, good night, Bimsmark. Good chatting with you. So yes, the bus will be magnificent. And the other thing as well, which I'm quite excited for, is it's genuinely a blank canvas. Like, you can do anything you want to do inside this thing. So I'm very, very excited for that. Do I own this property? Clearly not. Yes, of course I do. Thanks. Upgrade. Oof. Alright, we're traveling to Andorra. Robert, Bimsmark was the one saying that they were going to bed. So, fear not, Adonis will remain with us. Yes. Now, this garage here needs to be expanded on. Or can it not be expanded on? Okay, maybe it cannot. I don't know. No matter. Look at this bad boy. That's going to be mine, guys. Like, that's awesome. That is bloody awesome. Alright. Yes. Toaster to the rescue indeed. Yeah, because the reason why I've been really considering getting a larger bus is, like the initial reason why was because I was looking at the fund for the bus and I thought, okay, things have taken a pause. You're not meant to give way to me, you silly Billy. That's not how that works. You're an idiot. You have your indicator on, and anyway, that's going to be another problem that I have to worry about when I have a bus, is the fact that even though the roundabouts in this game are coded incorrectly, so things like that happen when they shouldn't because that other person did an illegal move. Anyway, there is no shortage of idiots in my beautiful country. So yeah, I'll have to be a little bit prepared. Not a lot, but a little bit. You know what I mean? So yes. Yeah. Road rage. You know what? Since post-trauma, yes, I actually I wouldn't say road rage because it's certainly not to that level, but it is definitely so here in my country, right, if I'm in this lane, this lane can only go the rightmost lane would only be able to turn right. Needed to stop in there because I needed the thing. Whatever. We're doing another U-turn. Yeah, post-trauma, I was noticing that I actually would become very, very aggressive. I have this really aggressive response. And it's not over stupid things either, right? Like, I'll let people, if someone's struggling to merge in with traffic because no one's letting them in, I will let them in. It's more when people drive like very aggressively, it'll really rattle me up quite a bit. So, yes, there you go. Alright, truck configurator. Now, what do we got? Yeah, we're keeping that. I think we need to keep that, otherwise the bus will explode. Yeah, we'll keep that as well. Now, my bus is very likely going to be just pure white. So there you go. I don't think I can do actual pure white. I think it needs to be their own things. When they speed off with their very loud and annoying motors, I wouldn't say when they speed off. When they leave me for dust, it's good, you know, because I don't want to be in their space. But it's more when they are taunting me, is when my brain. I don't cope that well with it. It's like I don't have to deal with that crap. It's like, get stuffed, man. You know. Right, so that's just differential, is it? Reminds me of a blank canvas, pure white. Yes, so what's going to happen? So my older sister had painted my base, and she did the most marvelous job. The most marvelous job. And I'm going to see about, I'm going to see about having her sort of paint my bus, because I think that would be pretty cool. All right. Weird request, but say an animal. Kangaroo. There have been lots of kangaroos hanging around out the front of the place here. Like a lot. There is no shortage of those little bastards. Alright. Now, it's interesting, they give you the option to select these, but you can't get rid of them. So I don't know what the purpose of that is, unless it's like the only way that they can get the mod to work. I don't know. Very good. Yes, I'm going to see about getting my sister to help customize my bus a little bit, because I think that would be pretty cool. And I know that she would do a marvelous job. Gears are turning again. I can't think of anything. Well, I wish I could help you there, but my goal at the moment is to be able to allow my brain to turn off. So I'm not trying to think of anything. Just trying to be relaxed and peaceful and all good. Yes. That will be one problem with getting a large bus, is a lot of them are automatics. A lot of the modern ones are automatics, so it will need to be a relatively older bus, and I think I need to gain a little bit more insight as to what's involved so far as availability of parts and things like that. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, my good friend? That is so cool. So he is a art. What do you mean he is an art? Sources I was saying before, I think instead of getting a coaster, because they're so expensive, there is a chance that I might instead get a large bus like this size, because you can pick these up for about older ones you can pick up for $7,000, less older ones 10, and there'd be more room for me to put all my things in. And I was looking at the potential cost of ownership, and it's like, well, it's actually kind of reasonable. You know, it's going to, I'm not going to be moving it every day, so fuel cost isn't going to be the biggest killer. So it's like, yeah, you know, that could work. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, very, very happy at the moment because I'm here, and because all you wonderful people are logging on and saying hey. So, hi. Yeah, if I can find a bus of this size that does not have airbag suspension, then that will be another step in the right direction. But again, as well, it's kind of like, well, I'm still going to be making good headway, so maybe I'll have a look at how much a compressor costs, how much an airbag, I think they just call them airbags, air strut, whatever, how much one of those costs, and, you know, sort of go from there. Because I was saying before as well, it's also going to be so much easier for me to to service and interchange parts of the engine, because bus engines, truck engines, they're all designed to be easy to work around. Like, you can crawl in there and access parts that you normally cannot do. And I am getting a phone call, so I'll be back in a moment. Very well. It was just a spam call, and they are wanting to sell me some solar paneled heaters or something, I don't know. Every time. Bastards. So yes. Now, other news. Other news. I am... What am I doing? That's a mystery. Oh, yes. No, I know what I'm doing now. So, at one of the music festivals, and y'all had seen... I uploaded a picture of this on YouTube. So, I met this wonderfully talented musician whose name is Kim. And she has a YouTube channel as well called Kim Burns Music. So definitely check that out. Very much recommended. And her and I have been making a fair bit of music. And basically, we've been busking together and having a wonderful time and making some excellent music. And she has invited me to perform with her at a paid gig. So, there is a very likely chance that, and obviously this is always with everything in life, it'll be on my terms. But she's invited me to play with her there. There's a chance that we're going to make this a more regular thing. And basically, yeah, her and the Fox are going to make music together, which is really exciting. So it could be things like playing at restaurants, at cafes. It's just awesome, you know. And she's great, you know. She loves the idea of playing with the Fox, which is awesome. So it's like brilliant, you know. That's very very comforting for me, because I like taking the Fox out so we can make music. So it's like, yep, brilliant. I want to see if there's something down here. There might be, there might not be. There probably isn't. Yeah, I doubt there is. Okay, that's all right. We explore anyway. So yes, very exciting. So that's been, that is news. And like the first time that we busked, right, we earned like $57 for a couple hours of playing. And she said, keep all of that and put it towards getting a quiver for your double bass. Basically, the thing that you can put the bow into when you're no longer bowing. And you can then swap to just plucking the strings. And so that was really, really awesome. Really quite lovely of her to be so generous. And yeah, since then, Fox has been playing more music with her, and it's been bloody awesome. It's so good. This is exciting. We don't even know where this road leads to. Mystery. And yeah, people love the music as well. Like we were playing at a market, and we're playing again at this market this Sunday. And basically, yeah, people were very much complimenting the music that we were making. Okay, this is the end of the line, so I'm going to reverse into that little car park thingo. It obviously must continue up to there. Do you think it'll let me go through it? Let's just try anyway and see. Because it might. Oh, it does. Wow, it's a mystery. Alright. Yeah, there was one person there who was like, oh, it's a shame you don't have any CDs for sale. Because I would have bought one. Where can I check out your music? And it's like, oh. And I was not, I wasn't wearing Fox at the time. But yeah, this upcoming Sunday, we intend to have the fluffy rat. So it's very exciting stuff. Now this is surely going to be another mid-air treetops. So this is all unmarked roads because we're in Pro Mods, and we've gone through one of the barriers, and basically we explored this spot actually in the past. We had one. Look at that! Wow, and it continues. This is incredible. So we went through something like this before, and it was a road that was a little Easter egg, and they said, "Haha, you little rat scallion, you're exploring something that is a work in progress. Enjoy." And now it's completed, which was the other journey. But I saw this road and I thought, I'm going to explore it. And so we did, and here we are. So this will eventually have be completed in the future as part of Pro Mods. And so, yes, that's where we are. Is here. You can see there would be some part of the map. So if I press M, we are currently here. This road all along here we've explored this before as part of Pro Mods, and it was basically the same as what's happening here. And we also explored this dotted road here because that was not completed at the time. It went up to like here and then it stopped. So it's really exciting stuff. So yeah, but I'm guessing we're going to end up here somewhere. There'll be like two roads or we may even be connected to one of these roads here. So all will be revealed in the future. Totally didn't almost fall asleep. Well, I mean, yes, no dilemma if you do. We'll still be here. I found out that the $70 a month 400 gigabyte Wi-Fi allowance is a good amount. Or is it 300 gig? I can't remember. something. Anyway, so far it's been quite reasonable. So so that'll probably be what I'll have to factor in the future, is basically $100 a month, because my phone plan's $30 a month, which is very cheap. You cannot get phone plans that cheap in Australia. And yeah, and then the internet's $70. So things are all being factored in and all coming together. How exciting. And it's also Max, who I live with, has insisted that I do not sell my car because he loves being far out. What the hell? That's not right. Yeah, we're definitely in the experimental part of the map. There's no question about that. Anyway, before I got distracted, what was I saying? Yeah, it wasn't. It's just ridiculous. Oh dear. But yeah, how good's this? This will be me, huh? This will be me. You know, I'm certain that I need to go for a bigger bus. Why does it look like that car is inside? It's not. Okay. All good. Yes, sorry, I got distracted. Thank you for reminding me. So he's told me don't sell your car just yet because I enjoy being driven in it, and as a condition of you living here, you need to keep the car. So it's like, okay. And I had an offer for it, right? And I'm like, shit, okay, let's be realistic here. What's this going to look like if I accept that? Because let's say I did, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, you know, enjoy living in your bus and good luck. Now I'm living in a bus that I have no necessities, right? There's no cooking necessities inside this bus. There's no nothing. And it's like, good luck to you sort of thing. Not saying that Max would be like that, but, you know, just being realistic. If that is a condition, that, you know, I have that while I live here, such is life. That is a condition for while I live here. Now, this is a very strange little road. Why is it still continuing? Anyway, again, I continue to be distracted by myself. So what I thought was, and this was another reason to look at getting a large bus like this, is the fact that, well, now I'd be able to afford one. While I still have the car. And obviously factoring in, I will need, I think it's either $1,000 or $1,500 in order to get a license to drive this bus. And basically, it's not a license, sorry, it's kind of like a little tick, right? It's like when you get your license in a manual versus an automatic, you get an additional tick that says, okay, you're now allowed to drive manuals and not just autos. In my case, what I'll need is a license that on the top in red it says heavy license, and that's basically any vehicle that's larger than X amount of tons and has X amount of seating capacity, etc., etc. Not that the seating capacity is going to be a problem for me because all the seats are going. I think with an engineer's certificate you can have the bus registered as a motorhome, but I don't know exactly what's involved with that, so it's safer just to get the heavy license, because I think there's weight limits on that as well. So yeah, there you go. There's been lots to think about, put it that way. Anyway, hello to everyone who is joined in for the journey, because I can see every now and then it says there's 8 people watching. Don't know if that's a glitch or not, but if it isn't, hello. I have no idea where we are. We appear to be in the sky somewhere, and this is a hidden part of the Pro Mods map. So we're just kind of driving until we see something, which may be never. In fact, I'm going to say it's definitely never, because I'm looking exactly where we are. We're a long way from Andorra. I'll just pull up the map so we can see where we are. We were here. We were there. We are now here. So I'm guessing it's trying to get us across to here. And I wouldn't mind if I can nope. Does anyone remember how to enter the other camera thing? It's not that, no. Was it F? No. F12? No. I can't remember what button it is. Alright, one moment. Truck sim Truck sim dev. How do I enable developer console? My memory has gotten worse, annoyingly. Okay, that's not what I wanted, so I'm going to go back to here and go Truck Sim Developer Console. Should be one thing that talks about the commands of the developer console. That's what we want. table and use the console. That's what I want. Ah, 0 on the top row of your numbers. And then I think there was like F9 or something was used to place the truck. So we're going to go 0. So this is the road. Wow, and it would have just brought us to this. Well, I'm glad we inspected this. And then I'm going to make a guess that this is where we will end up. Oh, look at that. Wow. Another hidden part of the map. Isn't that incredible? Oh, it's mostly this kinds of roads through here, which then brings us to here. Ooh. Okay. All right. We are resuming our journey here. There we go. And that is why we have the dev console activated. Okay. Let's see where this takes us. In fact, this here actually reminds me of a lot of Australian roads. You get to certain parts of Australia, minus the trees that are overhanging by that much, but there's a lot of Australian roads that take you through the mountains, and this is sort of how they look. That's awesome. I love it. Very bad for fuel economy, but worth it for the view. Would you look at that? Alright, so sooner or later we should be connected to the roads that are up on that top left part of the screen. Okay. I was just a little bit close. We are going to now right. Okay. So there is a lot of work that still needs done here. There's no question about that. So let's just plonk ourselves here and again continue the journey. My apologies if you all are finding this boring. But I'm just in the mood to have a bit of an exploration at the moment. And actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to park ourselves here, and I'm going to enable full manual transmission on here, which is under here, I think. Yes. And we want sequential. Drive shaft torque. Right. That wasn't in there before. Anyway. I was in a bus, which was a replacement bus for one of the trains, and it had an automatic transmission. And it was interesting because what was happening was it was the exact same thing as in truck sim when it can't understand what gear it needs to be in, and it just keeps like downshift, upshift, downshift, upshift. And it was fascinating to watch because I'm like, wow, it's real. I always thought it was a game issue, like with the game mechanics. It was not. So I found that interesting. Whoa. It's a bit difficult when you can't see the road you're driving through. This is going to be a phenomenal road once they complete the work on it. And it'll be interesting because it's like if you were here in a truck, how the hell are you going to navigate these corners if there's other traffic? No. Oh. Okay. Where does it want us to connect to? To here, yeah? Is that the road that we should be on? Yes, yes it is. Ooh. Why haven't I enabled the clutch pedal? I'm an idiot. Alright, one sec. So I'm gonna go, is it back to gameplay, maybe? Controls, let's just double check. Yeah, so that's there. I am a little bit confused. Maybe I need to do H shifter. We'll try it and we'll see what happens. Nope. Oh well. That's okay. Rain sensor. Is that for the bloody... That's for the wipers. Oh my heavens to Betsy. That's saying I no longer need to worry about the wipers anymore. I am very happy. I am very happy. Because that's... The pedal's definitely there. Shift the toggles. No? No. That's okay. We had an exploration and there is no such button for this. Very well. smells a little bit suspicious. Good. You're kidding me. Good luck going back, lol. Fair enough. I see how it is. I don't exactly know how we are meant to make it past this. Oh. Oh, that's animal cruelty. That is animal cruelty. No question about it. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. And we're back. The kettle is now eating up. Alright, good luck going back, lol. That's a bit unfortunate for us, so we're going to do what any reasonable person would do, which is say, screw you, and we're going to head back to here, where we can explore the rest of these roads. All right. Oh, jeez, I'm going the wrong way there. The problem with little flappy paddle gear changes is obviously if you do a 180-degree turn on the steering wheel, your down becomes up and your up becomes down. Hello, Bruno Barrito. How are you? Excellent. That means if I go into the kitchen to make my tea, I can bring my phone with me and see all that is happening and give you progress on my tea making activities. Alright, so it is here where we can hop back onto the highway, which we have not explored yet actually. So we'll do that in a bit. Okay. Tempting, but not yet. I need to fix the braking intensity of this bus because it is a little bit inaccurate. Alright. Is it worth us going there? No, it is not. We were... We were here. Okay, so that's not too bad. And we came through here. It's a lovely little spot. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Well, we are going to hop back on the highway and continue our journey. Excellent, Bruno. I am doing marvelously well. As I was saying earlier, I'm going to, instead of getting a Toyota Coaster, I'm going to start looking at larger buses. Durability issues and things of that sort, except a large commercial bus will be cheaper to buy at the start of the journey rather than the Coaster, which they are a much more expensive bus because they're small. Actually, no, we're going to continue through into town, I think. Oh, that does not bring us into town. This will. Oh. Can we go through these buildings? We kind of can, except for the part where we fall through the map. Okay, that's alright. So we need to be somewhere here. Where do these roads take us? to nowhere. Alright. We're going that way. We are absolutely going that way. Sorry for all the back and forth craziness. I have made a very good habit of picking all of the wrong roads. And Max has returned. I don't know how I intend on filling this thing up with petrol. Hello, hello. My bus is a little bit too large. Yes, but I have kind of brought it to where it needs to be. When do I hit something? I don't, because I'm the best driver. There he is. No, I did earlier because I was a bit of an idiot. Saying that, I'm pretty good. Hello, Trouble. I wish you all could hear that. Just in the background, Bella made a pigeon noise, and she very often makes these. She'll just be like, and it's like, what? You are not a dog. How you doing, dude? Did any of you hear that? Please tell me. Please tell me you did. I know, it's it has been a while, because even the last time I streamed since being here was a fair while ago, and I've just things have been really busy, and in a good way, you know. It has been really good. But definitely, yeah, on the busier end of the spectrum. Sorry for being gone. Been building my channel on the TikToker. Oh yeah. Ah. Come on, you can do it. I'm not used to the gears, the paddle shifters while driving the bus, so my apologies. But yes, oh, this just puts us on a highway, so we're not. Bella is the sweetest dog. She really is. Yeah, I still haven't used TikTok. I don't know if I ever will. It admittedly scares me a bit, so. How have you found your TikTok experience so far? is going to be so fun owning one of these things. I have a suspicion I'm not going to make it very far down this road. Nope. But it was worth the journey. Alright, let's see where we are. We are here. Right. Well, that was a really fun little road through there. And then there's also all this through here. So there's so much more to experience. So that will happen in due course. We are going to make it through here. Yes, like that. And then, oh my goodness gracious, no. Are you saying that that's a one-way road? Right. Okay. That's a minor disappointment, but that's okay. Anyway, that's where we're going to go, is through there. Thank you, Bruno. And we'll hopefully catch up again sometime soon, because I'd like to be able to stream more regularly than I have been. So until then, rest well, my good friend. Yes, yes, I am. Yeah, I'm hopefully getting Are you heading off, Robert Gardner? Yeah, I'm hopefully getting a bus by the end of the year. It depends on how the funding efforts go, but so far, if I'm going for a larger bus, then it will be sooner than anticipated. And if I'm able to afford a bus while keeping my car, then I will begin the fit-out process of the bus while it is here. So first step will be to get a heavy license, because that'll be an absolute requirement. And then, yeah, everything else from there will hopefully fall into place. And I'll be able to call it my home. Oh, it is in fact a one-way only zone. Wow. Okay. Little bit confused, but anyway. Just tape some bricks. Excellent. Yes, I shall do that. Yeah, so that's what the GoFundMe process is now all sort of going to is that, and one second, I'm gonna do a dodgy. I'm just gonna cut across through here. Don't tell anyone. Found your. Oh wow. That's yeah, that's pretty nuts, eh? And again, I'm going to be annoying and once more say that that if every one of my subscribers was able to put $2 towards my bus fund, I would be at almost $2,000 and would soon have a bus. So again, I'm going to be annoying and continue asking people, please, if you're able to, every little bit helps. I've sold my coffee machine recently, so that once I've got the money for that then goes towards the fund as well. And yeah, I'm going to be driving one of these in real life, which is very exciting. And it's going to be my home. And what I'm going to be doing, I've mentioned this in one of the last streams, is I'm going to have one of those GoPro thingos on the little hat, and basically basically, I'm going to then wear. I'm going to wear Fox, like not his mask, but just like the bodysuit and the hand paws, and it's going to look like Fox is driving the bus. And so I'm going to do some streams like that, which I'm, as you can tell, very excited for. So yeah, it should be good fun. That is correct, Trouble. And man, that was a long time ago. Am I in the right lane? I am. Okay, all good. I've used Twitter a very small handful of times. Twitter was a necessary step in my journey of PTSD, and it has served its purpose. It's still... I still have some apprehensions being on it, I will admit. But yeah. And also thank you as well, because that would, yeah, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. So, yeah, that's why we're at, 7,000 at the moment. And, I've sold as much stuff to sort of bump it up as much as I could. And eventually you run out of things to sell, and so then it stops growing. But, I'm going to keep hustling as much as I possibly can to get to where I'm needing to be. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Once I've got this bus, I'll be able to do streams like that. And you're right, like, it's going to be adorable. Because I remember seeing, on YouTube, there were people who would drive their trucks with a GoPro on. We cannot go through there. Okay, all good. There were people who were driving their trucks with a GoPro on, and it was so relaxing just to sit back and be mesmerized at the way that they would navigate the roads and whatnot. And it's like, that could be me, like, that would be awesome. And I could just make an effort to, every time that I'm going to move my home from one place to another, I could just put Fox on and yeah, basically just stream me moving my home from one spot to the next. So I'm pretty stoked, which is why I can't stop talking about it, because it makes me very happy just thinking about it. Can I ask if you'd be comfortable? Yeah, that would be immensely appreciated, because I posted something on Twitter, but like Twitter's one of those things where people, I don't think, sort of take notice of anything I post on there. Like, a few people do, but that's sort of it, which is fine, but yeah, it was interesting when I posted my GoFundMe link on on Facebook, it was really interesting to see that no one in my direct family liked the post that I put up, you know, or commented or shared it or things like that. So I was like, gee, alright. You got quite a soothing voice even when you're not in the suit. Yeah. Well, I have a soothing voice at the moment because I am very relaxed. Because yeah, I've had a few stressful days recently, and I thought, well, it would be nice to tune out for a bit. So, thank you for tuning out with me. And thank you. Isn't it going to be neat? Like, it's going to be so good. Once I've got this bus as well, I'm predominantly going to be living in Castlemaine as well. Being here has been a wonderful place to live. It really has. And, you know, to have found other musicians, particularly Kim, who I've been playing with quite a bit, and she's now said that she'd love to have Fox join her with a few paid gigs. So it's like, oh, that's awesome. So I'm pretty happy. So yeah. All's gonna work out, eh? You're not meant to give way to me, buddy. And look what he did. He stuffed up my corner. You little bugger. No matter. Post-work nap. Take it easy. Thank you. And good to catch up. So enjoy your post-work nap. I need to eventually get to work and sorting out all of my stuff here. And that was another thing as well, which is really magnificent, is so Kim, the person I've been performing with, is going to become my support worker, which is very nice. So I'm very, very happy about that. So things are all really working out quite well. Because she's awesome, really good person, and she actually used to live, or spend most of her upbringing in this house. Very small world. Very small world. So, I was like, anyway, all good. I will hopefully catch you again very soon. There you go. That'll be me. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm going to go make a cup of tea, so I'll be back in a moment. Anyway, back in a bit. That's on. That's off. Brilliant. Okay, all good. Just double checking that still worked. Catch you on a sec.